Hey everybody, it's Jork. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. If you're new, I'm glad you found me. I like to talk about moving to and living in Portugal. I sprinkle in some Europe travel news when I get it. So please subscribe, like my content. Hopefully you share it when you think it's worthwhile. Today I want to talk about property prices and rental prices here in Lisbon. There's been some recent news articles that I want to talk about and discuss so that you get the latest news on what pricing is for those of you looking to rent, which most of you are, and especially with the D7 visa, which many of you are coming in on or applying for, you need a 12-month rental agreement. So renting is very important. Or more of you, if you're making a lot of money on property sales in a home country and you're looking to buy outright, the prices here in Lisbon are going up. So first article I want to hit on is one where they were comparing Lisbon pricing to the rest of the EU. And it's now surpassed Milan, Madrid, and Barcelona. And now it's second only to Paris as far as what the pricing is when you're looking at real estate. And it's astounding because in 2017 and 2018, when we were looking and when we made the purchase in 2018, the rents were much less, but let's focus on the prices. The prices were $100,000 to $150,000 less for many properties. And also what's interesting to me is how expensive Lisbon's getting, and you can no longer benefit from the golden visa. So people that used to come here and spend 500,000 euros or more to get the benefit of the golden visa and they wanted to live in the capital city, well, you can do all that, but you can't get the golden visa anymore. So it's surprising that the prices are continuing to go up. But that's it. So second to Paris, that's not a good thing to come in second on. When we were 2017, 2018, Lisbon was in the top 20. They were not in the top 15. So to go from the top 20 to the top 2, I don't think it's trending well. Let's look at rents because it's super important for the D7 people that I need a rent and I need a contract for a year. Well, the article here that I'm showing says like only 21% of rents are under 750 euros a month. So I went to Idealista because I think many of you probably go there. It doesn't have every property, but it's the best aggregate site for all of the rental and real estate properties to kind of throw in their information. Unless you're doing a one-off where you're looking at Airbnb and VRBO and then trying to negotiate a yearly lease with someone that's just renting out for a few days or a week. Idealista is where you want to go. And looking at this, as you can see, when I typed in 750 euros a month, there were only 13 properties that came up. And looking at some of the properties, I wouldn't pay what they were offering for any of these properties on a monthly basis. And then there were 818 properties over 750 euros a month. And many of the properties are very nice. In fact, there were probably over 500 properties that were 1,500 or more. So Portugal, Lisbon specifically, is definitely getting a lot more expensive in the rental market. And it's something that you need to be aware of because if you've been focusing on Lisbon and that's been your desire, you may need to start thinking outside of Lisbon. I'll say think outside the box, think outside of Lisbon. Think to the north, to the east, and to the south of Lisbon as potential options. As you get out into the farther suburbs and rural area, there's much better deals all the way around. You might need to get a car. It may be a little wonky with transportation to get into the city, but if you don't need to get into the city very often, the outlying areas is really where people are looking at right now in Lisbon, whether it be renting or buying. But again, to think about so many properties that are now above 750 a month is incredible. The last article I want to touch on is looking at price for property just over the last few months. Average home sale 260,000 euros in Lisbon. And again, I went to Idealista because I wanted to see what the options were out there. And so under 260,000, there were 1,550 properties that came up that were below that number. And then when I'm looking above 260, there's 10,500. So holy cow. And I don't know if all 10,500 are new or newly renovated. Many of the places that I was just spot checking and looking at needed work and needed a lot of work. So again, if you're thinking of Lisbon, if you're dead set on Lisbon and you're coming from a place that you're going to make a lot on your property sales before you move, or these prices still are dirt cheap compared to where you live, Lisbon is still a fantastic option for you. But for more and more people that I speak to on consulting calls, it's becoming more of a toss-up going, well, we were set on Lisbon, but now we need to think of outlying areas, or maybe we're thinking of even other countries to throw into the mix now that Lisbon's becoming so expensive. So just something I want to make sure that you're aware of, because I'm going to keep doing probably every couple of months as they give more information. I'll get it to you on rents and sale prices, because Lisbon still is the top place that people are moving to for whatever reason that are looking to move to Portugal. More people are coming here than the islands, Madeira, Porto, or the interior, even the Algarve. So with that being the case, I want to make sure that you have the latest and greatest stuff. So as always, thank you so much for watching the video, and have a great day.